Hi everyone, I wanted to share this article with you from National Geographic because it's very concerning. Between the years 2000 and 2020, butterfly populations have declined by more than 22% across all species, with over 100 species of butterflies losing more than half of their population. The Florida white, pictured here, has almost completely disappeared. If we look at the monarch butterfly population specifically, the news is really bad. In the eastern monarch population, numbers have plummeted by more than 80% since the 1990s. And it's even worse for the western population of monarchs. Their population has declined by 95%. In this graph from the Xerces Society of their annual field study of overwintering monarchs, we can see that despite more than doubling the number of monitoring sites, the population of monarchs is still declining over time. Things are so bad that the U.S. Fish and Wildlife Service has recommended that monarchs be listed as a threatened species under the Endangered Species Act. The big question is, why is this happening? While the answer to this question is not easy, we can at least get some of the answers by looking at several recently published investigations. In this observational investigation, scientists discovered approximately 200 dead monarchs at a site just outside a monarch sanctuary in California. Some of the deceased butterflies from this group were tested, and tests showed alarming amounts and combinations of pesticides in the butterflies. 15 different pesticides were present. Among them, this included insecticides, herbicides, and fungicides. However, a definitive source of the pesticides could not be identified. More evidence for pesticide interference was found in this controlled experiment. In this experiment, a cornfield in Canada was divided in half. For 2 summers, corn seeds were planted by a local farmer. One half of the field was planted with corn seeds, and the other half of the field was planted with the same variety of corn seeds, but these seeds had a pesticide coated on them. On the opposite edges of the field, milkweed, which is the plant that monarchs lay their eggs on, was also planted. When later tested, the leaves of the milkweed in the test group did in fact test positive for the pesticide. The results from this experiment were somewhat unexpected. The butterflies actually seemed drawn to the milkweed that had the pesticide in it, and they laid more eggs on that milkweed. Sadly, even though more eggs were laid on the pesticide-treated milkweed, fewer caterpillars hatched and survived. While pesticides are a large factor in the dwindling numbers of butterflies, it's only one of several problems. Other factors include a decline in butterfly habitats, parasites such as OE, as well as changing temperatures and weather patterns. Today, scientists are using computer models to track butterflies so they can understand changing migration patterns for the monarch, as well as the habits and life expectancies for other species. Some of these models include tagging, as well as using small computer chips and computers to track these butterflies. How can you help the butterflies? Plant butterfly-friendly plants and flowers in your yard. Don't use harmful pesticides, and advocate for more research on the effects of pesticides on the environment. If you would like to participate in a field study to help monitor butterflies, then the North American Butterfly Association, as well as several other groups, would love your help in doing butterfly counts. I'll put a link in the description. Butterflies give us new generations of plants through pollination, as well as fuel food webs and ecosystems. Butterflies, as well as all other insects, need our help and protection before they're gone forever.